Hey, I'm Sam, the developer of AudioCrucible. AudioCrucible lets you automatically tag your sound library with AI, following the UCS naming convention. But once the analysis is done, there are always adjustments to make. In this video, how to master the three editing tools: batch edit, find edit, and rename, with all the recent additions. A small tips to start. When the cat ID displayed isn't the one corresponding to the sound, you can right-click on the cell, and it will display the top 5 cat ID found by the AI. You will most likely find the right one there. The row will then update itself to correspond to the new cat ID. Now the first tool, row selection or batch edit. A single click, select a row, starts playback, and drop an invisible anchor point. Shift-click selects the whole range between the anchor and the row you clicked. Control-Shift-click creates a second block elsewhere in the list without breaking the first one. You can select multiple disjoint groups this way. Control-click removes or adds a single row. Now, rename all selected fields from one column at once. If you change cat ID, all the other columns will change accordingly. Useful to quickly rename similar sounds. Shift-clicking on a row that's already selected deselects the entire contiguous group that contains it. You take back control of a whole group in one click. The sidebar on the right shows in real time how many rows are selected. Press Escape to deselect everything. Second tool, Find Edit. Far more powerful than a simple text replacement. Type a word to search for, then a word to replace it with. The preview updates in real time. You see exactly which file names will be modified before committing. Precisely target a few rows instead of processing everything, use Alt-click. The targeted rows turn emerald green. This is your Find Edit selection, completely independent of the Batch Edit row selection. The column button opens the persistent panel where you choose exactly which columns are affected. You can, for example, apply uppercase only to affix name or track title, leaving the other column untouched. Visually, the targeted columns are highlighted in the preview. Another feature, the Add field. Instead of replacing, it adds a word after each match. The separator adapts automatically. Comma for list type fields like keywords, space for simple field. The whole word and match case options refine things further. Whole word respects the original delimiters, comma, underscore, everything is preserved. And case transformation, uppercase, lowercase, or title case, applies with or without find and replace. You can choose the way you display the Find Edit window. Go to Option, Find Edit Layout, lets you dock it on the right or at the bottom of the main interface, as well as in a pop-up window. It becomes a full part of your workflow. You also can select things for Batch Edit and Find Edit at the same time, to allow for a truly flexible workflow. Third tool, Rename. But first, two visual signals to know about. Any cells you've modified shows in lighter blue, and the whole row takes on a distinct tint. You see at a glance what's been touched, and before committing. The checkbox column on the left controls exactly which files will be renamed. Ticking a box turns it pastel blue. You can tick by hand or use the header checkbox to tick everything at once. Shift-click on the column also works. Range selection of checkboxes. The sidebar shows to rename, the exact number of files that will go to rename, meaning checked, modified, and visible. Compare it to modified to spot if you've forgotten to tick something. If you click rename without having ticked anything, no more error pop-up. The checkbox column pulses 3 times in blue to show where to act, direct and silent. Click rename, confirm, and AudioCrucible renames the file on disk and writes all the embedded metadata in a single atomic operation. A CSV catalog is also written into the folder for traceability, plus a backup CSV that lets you restore the original file names at any time via File Restore Original File Names. 3 tools, 3 distinct roles. Batch Edit, to select groups of rows and rename similar sounds well in batch. Find Edit, to surgically edit columns. Rename, to commit everything to disk without losing anything. All coordinated so that each tool stays predictable whatever you do. AudioCrucible is available in free open beta. Links in the description. Thank you very much. See you next time.